If you clicked on this video, you just want to take care of your feet just for personal care, or you want to care for it in order to sell those pictures online. On the average, Americans walk 3,000 to 5,000 steps in a day. Okay, so that is roughly about 1.5 to 2 miles in a day. That is how much we use our feet. I mean, if you're an American, that's how much you use your feet. I mean, like, everybody walks differently in a day. If you keep track of your steps, then you would know like how many steps you take in a day. But I've also heard of people say, like, if you walk 1,000 steps, no, if you walk 10,000 steps in a day, it actually helps to improve your mood. This is how important your feet is. You walk your feet, you move around your feet. Your feet is really important because it helps you move around to anywhere you want to go. It helps you jump, it helps you dance, do all the crazy things you want to do. So your feet is really important. So you want to give it some treatments and clean your feet, care for your feet, give it some massages and all that. So I know it's summer and some of you might already be taking care of your feet, and that's good. So this is like tips you can do at home by yourself. If you cannot afford to pay for it, you can just do this at home and take care of your own feet at home. One is to keep your toes trimmed so it doesn't grow into your skin. Also, don't wear shoes that are too tight on your feet. Don't wear shoes that will hurt your feet. Don't wear shoes that are too tight and hurt your feet. So when the shoes hurt your feet, there is no need to wear it. When the shoes are too small and they hurt your feet, you don't need to wear it because it's not good for your feet. If you're trying to take care of your feet, that is not the best thing to do. Also, check your feet like every time to make sure there are no cuts on your feet. Just check your feet every day to make sure there are no cuts and your feet looks good. And if there's anything wrong, you should see your doctor about it. So you should clean your feet and then you should moisturize your feet. So I'm going to be giving you some ways you can clean your feet, and I'm going to be giving you some things you can use to moisturize your feet. Okay, so ways you can keep your feet clean: using feet peels, using feet soaks, trimming your nails, filing your nails, painting your nails, feet scrubs. Okay, so using a pumice, soaking your feet, using exfoliations, like things to exfoliate your feet, are like ways you can literally clean your feet and keep it clean. I mean, you might not want to be exfoliating your feet every day because it might be too harsh for your feet. You can use the pumice every day if you need to. Not everybody might have the time to be soaking their feet every day, so you can do this like once in a week, like on a weekend, or you can do this like three to 2 times in a week. Okay, so what are the things you can use to soak your feet? Like, how do I soak my feet at home? How do I do that at home? So first, you can use vinegar. You can use apple cider vinegar, or you can use white vinegar. And when you're using the vinegar, you need to add warm water to it. So one thing you should know is to test the temperature of the water to know it's okay for you to dip your feet into. Make sure it's not like hot water. Don't put your feet in hot water. Don't do that. You can also use Epsom salt plus water. Also, if you have a baking soda at home, you can use baking soda and water. If you don't have any of those things, you can only use the warm water, white vinegar, apple cider vinegar, Epsom salt, baking soda. If you have any of those things, you can use them plus water. If you don't have a pumice, you can get a pumice in a dollar store. You can get a pumice in the dollar store for like really cheap. If you don't have the stone, the different type of pumice you can get to clean your feet. Why would you want to soak your feet? Why would anyone want to soak their feet? So when you soak your feet, it relaxes you. It really does. It relaxes you. You feel so relaxed, especially on the weekend when you know you don't have to go to work. And soaking your feet also helps soothe your muscles. When you're doing this at home, things you may need to put your feet in. So if you have like a big round bowl that you can put your feet in, that will be comfortable. If you have like a bucket, I think a bucket will work too. And if you have the foot bath, you know, the ones they use when you go to the professionals, if you have the foot bath, you can get that too and use it at home. I think that will be convenient too. but I don't know how people feel about this. Okay, I have never done this, okay, but I know some people will fill their tub and put their feet in it whilst like they sit, you know. So if you don't have those things and you feel this will work for you, you can go ahead and do that. You can also use feet pills. I mean, you don't have to do that on the same day because that'll be too harsh for your feet. So they also use feet pills. They sell them in stores. You put them on and later like the skin comes off. Just let the skin comes off and then you'll have like new skin and it looks all fresh and nice. I have never tried one of those. If you've ever tried feet pills, leave a comment below. But I have never tried feet pills, so I'm not sure how it feels on the feet. So just leave a comment below if you have tried feet pills. They have foot scrub. It's just like this. It's just like the scrubs they use for the body. So if you don't have the time to go through the soak, then you can use foot scrubs to scrub your feet. I mean, sometimes when people are making the foot soak, they add some essential oils to it. So if you know essential oils don't work for you, you don't need to do that. But if essential oils work for you, then you can go ahead and use them. Okay, so another thing you need is a towel. So you need something to pat your feet dry. So use a towel to pat your feet dry. Okay, so what do we do after we soak our feet, clean our feet, and pat it dry? Okay, so the next thing you can do is to moisturize your feet. So what do you use to moisturize your feet? You can use cream, you can use lotion, you can use petroleum jelly. If you have a foot cream and you want to use that, you can use that too. That works pretty nice too. If you don't have any of those things, you can use shea butter, you can use like glycerin, you can use jojoba oil. Yeah, you can use those type of things if you do not have like a foot cream, lotion, petroleum jelly. For your cuticles, you can use oil on your cuticles. You can use coconut oil, you can use jojoba oil, you can use olive oil. So for your cuticles and your toenails, you can put like coconut oil, olive oil, jojoba oil. And if you have cuticle oil, then you can use that. But if you don't have cuticle oil, then you can use the things I just mentioned. I'm sure most of you have olive oil at home. So the first thing is to check the water temperature. That is something I said in the beginning. Make sure the water temperature is good for you. Okay, just make sure, don't forget, don't just put hot water in a bowl and dip your feet in it. Don't do that. Just if you have a thermometer, you can use that to check the temperature. Another thing is if you have cuts or sores on your feet, I would not recommend you making any kind of soak and putting your feet in. I'm not like a doctor, so I would say for you to ask your doctor if it's okay for you to do that. If you have cuts and sores on your feet, just make sure you talk to your doctor first before you do anything. Okay, so all the ingredients that you can use for your feet, make sure you test them on like a small portion of your skin. Okay, in this case, like just something small on your skin to make sure this thing works for you before you put it on your skin. So let me say this. Make sure whatever ingredients you're using for your feet, you test it on a small portion of your skin to make sure your skin is not so sensitive to it before you apply it on your whole feet. Okay, so make sure you're not sensitive to anything, whether essential oils, whether olive oil, whatever it is. If you buy the exfoliating scrub in the store, if you buy a foot cream in the store, make sure like you're testing them out to make sure you don't have any sort of sensation, any sort of sensitivity to it. So after you moisturize, wear socks to keep your sheets from staining and also to locking the moisture in your feet. I hope this video was very informational to you. Make sure you keep that feet clean because it is very important, since it's the major part of you selling your feet. Selling your feet is about your feet. So make sure you're keeping the feet clean, make sure you're keeping the feet fresh, and then make sure you're attracting customers to buy your feet pictures. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, make sure you leave a comment below. Okay, leave a comment below. Make sure you subscribe to the channel. I know some of you just go and come back to my channel. I see you, so subscribe, okay, so you can get all the latest videos. I will see you in the next video. Thank you so much for your support. Bye. More cares. We're scared.
west side, the left side, the right brain drives me